bunch of fucking vampires out there trying to get in here and suck our fucking blood. And that's it, plain and simple. I don't want to hear anything about, I don't believe in vampires. Because I don't fucking believe in vampires. But I believe in my own two eyes, and what I saw is fucking vampires. Now, do we all agree that what we are dealing with is vampires?
Yes.
You too, preacher?
I don't believe in vampires, but I believe in what I saw.
Smoke, smoke, smoke. Smoke, smoke, smoke.
Can't think I'm a bitch because the way I dress, huh? This murder puts me in the mood.
This is a certified hood classic.
Lady, you cramping my style with your ugly face. You want some of this? Oh.
Smoke, smoke, smoke.
to my kingdom like Shaka Zulu. I don't want your hoe because she living in Zulu. Welcome to my kingdom like Shaka Zulu. I don't want your hoe because she living in Zulu. Welcome to my kingdom like Shaka Zulu. I don't want your hoe because she working full. Spaghetti, don't like it but you do.
Effing it 30 round gunning. Fuck what they say. Take a little bit
Smoke, smoke, smoke.
Unsaid. For all the times I found promises dead, I had nightmares along the way. I made prayers in vain. I've waited so long to catch my breath. I'm awake, I'm alive. You made me
Welcome everybody to round 2 here, ESDA. We're getting going here. There we go. Up in the booth with me, we got Frankie C, our judges today. Yo, what up, dude? How are you? Good?
I'm doing good. My bad, man.
You're good. In the booth with me as well, we got Hayden Rigsby. I just was running quick before this. Our judges today are Doug Armistead, the man known simply as Brady, and Andy Collins. Where are we? So yeah, last round we were at Daytona. We fly southward. I'm trying to get my tan on, dude, as we are going to find ourselves in Interlagos, the historic Interlagos GP circuit. This is not the full lap. We are actually going to take a look at the middle of this track. Here we go. Big run up into a huge initiation into outside zone 1, and we're going downhill as we transition into outside zone 2. There's an inside clip, and then a touch and go, and then another inside clip, and then the track actually is ending on that yellow line at the end of the corner. That was a driver's meeting, a note that we had earlier. And what else is there to say about this, really? I don't even know, dude. Let's see. So we do have some drivers here today. Love to see it. And our first driver is going to be Pavel Gunnin, as our drivers are lining up and getting ready to go. Pavel Gunnin in that A80 Supra. Should be a fast and good race. We're just giving our drivers one little time to load on in, make sure everyone's happy, warmed up, getting loose and ready to go. I'm super stoked for it, man. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I am as well. It's gonna be another great day of really intense, aggressive driving today here at this track. Like you were saying earlier, this track really is a full commitment, man. I'm really excited to see what these drivers throw at that first outer zone, man. It is an outer zone of death. I know it's gonna probably get a lot of people today.
Oh my god, dude. I know the joke is how many lives will the wall claim today? At least that's what I've been hearing between everybody involved. As we're gonna get our boys all warmed up, ready to go. They got a few more minutes of warm-ups here as we can take a look over here. Grab the game. I promise that there's a game there. There it is.
Yeah, Pavel obviously looking very strong last round. Really excited to see what he throws together for this round as well. That Mark IV Supra, man, it's no slouch, dude. No, he's not slow at all.
Oh man, and lots of smoke here as we're getting our drivers lined up and ready to go here. We do have a reconnection, it seems. See what's up about that here. Getting everyone in. They got a few more minutes. We're trying to be a little bit more strict about how and when people get into the server, so they have a 5-minute like heads up as we are in our last minute of it, as our first qualifier disappeared really quick. Again, first qualifier, Pavel Gunnin. He's gunning for a 100-point run. Dude, I know. You got to make the joke like.
Yeah,
every
I mean,
time.
it's definitely possible with him as well, man. He's looking very strong this season. I'm really excited to see what the rest of the season has in store for him.
Yes, as we are getting our drivers lined up, ready to go. I'm hearing that the countdown clock, the 5-minute timer, Brady's got a little clock in his hand. He walks around with his beer gut out, holding it up to everyone. As we're gonna get them lined up, ready to go here. And I hope everyone's having a lovely Saturday out there in Chatland. I know that I am, for sure.
Yeah, man, this ESDA really is turning out to be just a crazy, like, stacked group of drifters this season. These guys are definitely going all out for the win this season.
Oh, everyone is, and even I got the honor of getting to watch last season every single round from the booth as well, and I think that the level of driving has just gone through the roof in the off season in the best way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The consistency of the drivers, especially just watching round one and dipping into practice here and there, is just it's insane the way that some of these guys are able to just drive and maneuver their cars around, especially for me who's just starting out on sim rig. It's absolutely insane. Some of these guys look like they're on controller, man.
I know, it's just nuts how smooth they are. As here is Pavel Gunnin's first run of the day, our first qualifying run of the day. I don't know why I don't like that camera at all. As here we go, big initiation, just sliding in, tucking it right up on that wall. Again, putting that spoiler over the walls like we like to see. Could be a little bit closer on that inside clip, but looking good through the touch and go. And again, through our final zone and across the line, a very decent run.
Yeah, man, I think the first outer zone and that last zone are some of the most tricky. But man, Pavel, of course, handling everything like it's another day on a super simple track. And this track is definitely full commitment, really difficult to get around, and he's just absolutely handling it with that Mark IV Supra.
As we are waiting on our judges to get scoring, and I'm like, what are we waiting for? Oh yeah, the scoring happens.
Yeah.
It's qualifying. As we do have a score here, looking good at 91 and 89, putting them in first place, man. Oh my gosh, look at that as we are getting ready for run number 2. Pavel gunning for an improvement. Already a good run though.
Yeah, definitely capable of it. And this beautiful Mark IV Supra, really excited to see what he has to throw at this track for his run number 2. Starting out with a very stout, already 89.3. This guy is definitely going to make a killing this season. I'm really excited to see him start out for for this round number 2.
As we are getting ready for run number 2 here, expecting our lights to go on, and away we go.
The lights are off. He is gone out of the chicane. That Mark IV Supra is just flying down that straight. Good initiation heading into outer zone number 1. Listen to that Mark IV Supra just roar, flying by that outer zone number 2. This guy is definitely doing whatever he can to stay a little bit deeper, maybe fixing up on that inner clip, which he definitely did, heading through the last half of this track. A definite improvement, I would have to say, Techno.
Oh, I have to agree with that, as let's take a look at our 2 runs back to back. Oh, it's angry still. She's still spicy. Not good. I rammed it down its throat as best as I could, but hopefully we'll see how we find ourselves here. There we go. Gonna wait for a score here.
Yeah, definitely deeper on those inner clips as well, which I know that's where his, at least from my watching, that's where his biggest struggles were. Do have a score in. Not bad.
Yeah, not a bad score at all. Here we go. Man, that Supra sounds angry in the background, guys. And improvement, and it's hard to do. 91.3, that's a good tone to set, as now almost a matching car of Vadim Abramov coming up next. I could hit the right button. Oh my gosh, there it is. Lined up and away we go. Let's see. Man, this thing sounds great. He's throwing it on in there. Throwing it in. Flames shooting out. Ooh, kind of dropping out of the zone, though. Very, very cool looking. But that first zone might be a big issue. I think that's where we're going to see the most points coming out of this run. Getting up the hill now through the transition. Let's see if they make it around nicely. And across the line. Looking pretty decent, man.
Yeah, just throwing numbers on the board. Pretty safe run as well. Just gotta figure out how to stay a little bit deeper in those outer zones. But man, I love the hood animations when people have dumps out the hood. That's so sick, man.
We're gonna get a score on in here. Yeah, I do not expect it to be a number 1 qualified score here. There we go. 68, 70, 67. Putting him in second place for now. Let's get ready for run number 2.
Yeah, lines seem to be a little bit sloppy. Let's see what they can put together for run number 2 as Vadim heads through the chicane in his Mark IV Supra. Good initiation. A little bit outside the outside zone number 1, but he's able to kind of recuperate at the end of it. Ooh, hitting the wall of outside zone number 2, but not knocking him out of the line whatsoever. Able to just cruise on by. These walls are just absolute death to these cars, and that will be his finishing run number 2.
Getting on out of here too as we are getting our scores in. Looking very, very decent. I don't think it's going to be a number 1 run though, I gotta say. Let's get on in here. Looking very, very good. There we go. We do have a score in. Second place. Up next, we got Nico Stalia into that E46. Is purple. It's pretty.
Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite cars this season.
Yeah, it's very pretty. I just like to watch all the cars go by as they get scores. And let's see here. Yeah, everyone go in the chat for Nico Stalia, the Wonderkin, as he is known. And he is off. There we go. That E46 screaming, throwing it on in. Man, does that thing have some squat to it. Locking up that front tire. Does not care at all. Through the transition. Looking very, very cool, calm, and collected. Very good on that inside clip. More aggressive than we've seen from other drivers through the transition. Looking great. And again, just keeping that foot down. Not doing anything too crazy, you know?
Yeah, an incredible run number 1 from Nico here as he's just gaming through this track here, man. Very aggressive on all the zones as well. Looking very strong. A little bit shallow here and there, but overall a strong run number 1.
Yeah, looking very, very competent and coming out of the gate swinging. I know it's hard, especially when you're in group number 1. You don't know where all the chips are going to lie as far as judging is going to go and anything, so you don't really know how aggressive you got to throw it in. But I guess we're going to find on out. I think that paid off pretty well, though, because that was a full send qualifying run.
Yeah.
We'll get our score on in on that one here. And again, thank you to everyone out in chatland. Thank you to our sponsors again, Next Level Racing, Vosan, Scorp, doing our intro video. That was amazing. Everybody on Moza. I know I'm forgetting people. I'm so sorry. As here we go, Nico Stalia, not the best run in the world, but good enough for second place right now. As we are ready for run number 2.
Yeah, there's a few points in the track where you just have to stay a little bit deeper, maybe try and get closer to those inner clips, and then he has a very strong run, and Nico's very capable in this beautiful E46, initiating through the 1-2-3 go, staying on the wall of outer zone number 1, definite improvement at least there, flying through outer zone number 2. Man, this E46 is just absolutely pinned going through this track here at Interlagos. Man, this guy is just flying through, and man, that'll be your finishing for your run number 2.
Yeah, what a run from him as well. Really just coming out of the gate swinging. Definitely going to want to improve on that first run. We'll see by how much that happens. I don't see why it wouldn't be an improvement.
Yeah, man, he's definitely looking a little bit more confident through this track here for run number 2.
Yeah, I think get them nerves out, get that run 1 in the books, get a score in.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all you got to do, really, for run number 1. And then improving for run number 2, as we do have a score. There we go. Look at that. 93, 93, 92. Putting them in first place on a 92.7.
Just proving the judges wrong there, man. What an improvement.
Yeah, right. As up next, we got Martinez Ostraka, that gorgeous Urta E36.
Yeah, man. Something about yellow E36s, and this one is so sick, and as well as the driver behind the wheel. These guys are, as soon as I see that livery, man, I just know it's gonna be a great run.
Ain't that the truth here? As we are getting ready to go. Here we go for run number 1 for Martinez Ostraka, throwing it in. Man, there's so much squad on all the cars this round. Really just getting it right up to the wall through the transition, looking great as he's, again, looking very, very smooth, attacking that inside clip, looking very, very good, adding more angle on as he needs to do. I think that that's going to be the major, like, deduction from the entire run, is just going to be maybe just a lack of angle, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing crazy.
Definitely trying their best to keep everything fast and all, but yeah. Still though, this dude's just an absolute ripper going through this track.
Oh, for sure. And I love to see driving like this, because I know I don't drive like this. I suck at driving, man. So I get to watch this and just get to comment on it even better.
Yeah, it adds like a whole nother element to this competition, knowing that all these drivers are on wheel and able to do it just so well.
Oh, for sure. And I do love to see it, and it's also interesting too that, like, even people, like, their people, doesn't matter how, like, the level of their equipment or anything, they're just out there. But if you do need some equipment, hit up Moza or Next Level Racing. And they'll,
absolutely, man.
As we got some scores in, on rounds up to a 70. Not the best thing in the world. Gonna want to improve on that.
Can definitely easily improve on that score as well, as we know this driver's very capable. Martinez up to bat here at this track of Interlagos, and the lights are going and he's off, man, heading through the chicane. This beautiful E36, probably one of my favorite wide body kits as well.
Oh, yeah.
A little correction on that initiation heading into outer zone number 1, but he is just screaming through this track, flying through that outer zone number 2. This E36 still lacking a little bit of angle, but doing his best to fill in all the zones a little bit better, flying through the last half of this track, just screaming, and that'll be the end of your run number 2.
And check those runs out. I do have to agree, that body, it looks like an old, like, DTM car or something. I don't know how to describe it. It's just,
I feel like I meant to look it up. I think it's like either like a GTR kit, or I don't know, man. I need to brush up on my stuff.
Let me turn down my game as far as it'll go for this next car, as we're waiting for this car to get in here. Again, the car that gets parked in the circle of salt.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is the gamer car. Yeah, I remember
the
this.
Thing is so loud. We're waiting for our score to get on in here. You have a score on in. Boom. It is an improvement, putting him in third place, an 81.7.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Up next, we got Ernestus Ukabellis. The loudest car in the game. Let's go. I turned down the game. Let's see if it's enough. God, it's so loud. It's like,
it's
why?
so loud.
As we're getting ready here. Ernestus in his first run. Gonna want to send it. Let's see what we got here. And lights out and away we go for run number 1 on the loudest S13 on the face of the earth. Let's go big angle, putting that huge wing over the wall. Lots of style, lots of aggression coming from the car, dragging his bumper on the wall. What a run. Having to straighten out a little bit on that inside clip though to get up the hill just right. Oh, I think they dropped a tire or they were real close to it. But what a run coming out of the gate, swinging, my guy.
Yeah, not bad at all. Just lacking angle here and there, but overall a pretty good safe run. I think that at first initiation through outer zone number 1 might have just messed him up a little bit, but able to kind of recuperate the rest of the track.
Not that bad at all. As we'll get a score on in for Ernestus here in this wild S13 with an equally wild drive behind it. I have to imagine, because man, that was a good run, in my opinion.
Yeah, man, that's one thing about this track is it looks easy, you know, even on paper it's pretty easy, but it's just a lot of commitment, and if you mess up one zone, it really does stir up the rest of your track.
As we are gonna get our score on in here. There it is. Boom. 80.7. Good enough for 4th right now.
Yeah, dude. Really good starting place as he gets ready for his run number 2 here.
So we are lined up and ready to go.
Yes, sir. We have the S13 from hell. Man, Ernesto's just absolutely gaming, heading through the chicane. Lights go off, flying down that straight here. Good initiation, super aggressive, a lot of angle heading into outer zone number 1. And this S13 just ready to show the judges what's up as that wing just scrapes on by, flying through that inner clip number 1, filling out the zone so well heading into the last half of this track. That beautiful yellow livery of Urta flying through, man, and that'll be your run number 2.
And what a run indeed. What a run indeed. My gosh, look at it. Looking at the 2 runs together.
Man, I love...
Oh.
Yeah. Man, this guy's super aggressive. I love aggressive driving and even more aggressive drifting. This whole team, dude, they're so good, like every single one of them.
Yeah, they are definitely in it to win it.
Something about matching team liveries too, dude. I absolutely love to see it.
Yeah, right. I'm just so here for it as we're waiting for our score here. Judge is definitely looking for something.
Mm-hmm. Just double checking to see maybe tire drop or whatever. Oh.
There we go. We do have a score in. There we go. 82-84, and I can't see the last one, but it works out to an 84, putting Ernestus in 3rd place.
Yeah,
Looking
dude.
Good. Up
Not
next,
bad at all.
Mustafa Amin in this Corvette. Love a good Corvette, man.
Yeah. This guy is a definite gamer. I think he did really well last round as well.
Mustafa did really well all of last season, too. This is just a driver to keep an eye on at all times. So let's see what they have up their sleeve here. Run number 1. Starting to see a lot of Corvettes, and I'm not complaining at all.
Yeah.
And here we go. Ripping out of the gate. Let's see what he has. Throwing it on in. Big angle. Looking really, really committed. This is a good run already. Right up to the wall. No chill whatsoever. Really good angle. Really close on that inside clip as well. Just all over. What a run from Mustafa Amin. Is this the Ford-powered vet? I think this might be, if memory serves. Very good run number 1 for Mustafa Amin.
Man, just watching this guy transition through the zones as well as just hold his line. Look at this Corvette just stay in place, dude. I feel like the Corvette is just staying in one spot while like the track is moving for him. He practically makes it look that way.
I like watching a driver like Mustafa just always sending it. Tafa out here from, I believe it's the JX team. I'm blanking on how I say their team name. Yeah. All of them come out swinging.
What a strong run, man. Yeah. Just so consistent throughout all these zones.
Yeah, looking very good as our judges definitely want to make sure that they're going to get the right score on in here. I think we are getting a score on. Excellent. Here we go, 85, 85, 80, and 7. Putting them in third place right now. Let's see what happens for run number 2.
Yeah, Mustafa definitely wanting to improve just for good placements here. As the lights go off, he's through the chicane. That beautiful purple Corvette just raging through. Strong initiation into the outer zone number 1. Man, this Corvette is just screaming through this track as he transitions through, filling out that zone so well, passing through the inner clip, flying through, filling out the zones. Man, this Corvette is just looking so strong here as he gets super close to that inner clip, and that will be the finish of your run number 2.
Looking really, really good as well.
Just consistent, man. You can tell this dude has just been putting hours on this track.
Yeah, definitely. Really, really well practiced. We'll see what we got up our sleeve here. Judge is definitely taking a close look at that Corvette.
Just something about purple cars, man. Purple and yellow cars are just supreme.
I guess that's the way, dude. Shout out Grimace. Happy birthday, Grimace.
Happy birthday, Grimace.
I don't even know like what the meme is with that. I just see people like throw. I don't know.
It like McDonald's has a meal.
No, I know they did that, but like.
And like the shake, apparently there's like some science behind the shake or whatever. So.
You're Grimace. Oh, the meme is. I'm getting word that the meme is that it kills you when you drink it.
Oh, okay. Well, fair play. Feels McDonald's, man.
Feels McDonald's, man. So we do have a score here. Not an improvement, but good enough for third place. Up next, Cameron Mustard in the R32.5.
R33.2, dude.
Oh my god, it hurts me. I don't get it. It makes my head hurt. My brain doesn't, my eyes go sideways.
Oh wait, maybe it is a R32.3. R32.3, yeah.
R32.3 ripping out of the gate. Cameron Mustard ripping out of the gate. Like my brain cells are ripping out of my skull, I feel like. Throwing it on in here. Big angle. Really just turning and burning. And there we go. Through the transition, right up against the wall. Let's see how they do on the inside clip. Could be a little bit deeper, but just getting a run in the books, making sure that run 1 is anything but a 0, which is kind of all you gotta hope for. And there we go for run number 1 for Cameron Mustard. Looking decent, man.
Yeah, it's a solid run, dude.
Pretty solid. Good job, Cameron Mustard.
Good job. A lot better than me, that's for sure.
Yeah, doing better than I did.
Dude is absolutely lighting up those tires through this track.
I love the initiation at this track too, because they just throw it in, wait, and as soon as they know they're ready, just turn and burn by that wall, man. It's fun to watch, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the only way you can make it through this track as well.
Oh yeah, for sure. I tried this track once and I cried. And I stopped trying it after that.
I'm still working out donuts, man.
Yeah, I feel like I'm skiing, man. I'm like eating when I'm supposed to be French frying. Here we go. We got a score for Cameron Mustard. Looking really good, man. Putting him in second place on a 93.
Yeah, super strong run by Cameron here. No slouch, man. This dude's definitely been up in his game here at ESDA for this season for this 2023 season. The lights go off. He's through the chicane, ready. Gonna try and do his best to make an improvement, but an already solid run number 1 score, just lighting up those tires through this run, through this outer zone number 1, flying through, bonking the wall a little bit, but who cares? Keeping angled through that inner clip, but he might be a little bit shallow through there, filling out that touch and go super well. Just, man, this thing is just absolutely flying through this track, and that will be your run number 2.
Looking really, really good. Cameron Mustard in run number 2. Consistent. Definitely got to say he's consistent, man. So we'll see what he has up his sleeve.
Just keeping a lot of angle in it. The judges are definitely showing for it as well. They're loving seeing him go through this track.
Yeah, I'm just liking to watch the cars go by. I hope everyone in chat's having fun watching the cars go by too, really.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for hanging out. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
A little more mellow during qualifying, as we know a lot of runs to watch. So we're just gonna hang out, have some fun.
Yeah, dude. We're just enjoying the day. It's a nice sunny day here in Brazil.
Dude, I wish I was in Brazil.
Same. I wish I was. Yeah.
Because we did not improve for run number 2, but that second score was good enough to break the tie and put Cameron Mustard into first place for now. Again, if we do have a tied score, it defaults to the best of the second runs then, so Cameron Mustard does take first. Up next, we got Darius Ostraka, our penultimate driver of the group, and then we'll look at some group results.
Yeah, that's a word.
Yeah, right. What, penultimate? Dude, I found that one walking in today, man.
Just flexing on us, dude. Wow.
I
reading the dictionary at 3 a.m. I got you, man.
Dude, I know. Sometimes you drink the Grimace shake and then you...
You just feel enlightened. Okay.
Yeah, you just... You ever seen that movie Limitless?
No, I haven't, but I'm going to write it down real quick.
It's terrible, dude. It's just terrible. We're going to get Darius Ostraka up to the line.
Bro, he must be vibing out in the S15. I hear that car is the only car on the grid with AC.
I am jealous. I want AC.
Or breathable air, for that matter.
Yeah, right. Anything. That would be cool. Out the forest fires.
Yeah, dude.
Here we go, getting them up to the line in this gorgeous S15 with the giant wing.
Mm-hmm.
Man, moments in giant wing history. This is one of them. And here we go. Throwing it into the first outside zone, locking that front tire up. It just gets so unloaded on that camber. So we're going through the transition, hanging that big wing over the wall, but I think they tapped the wall there. That will probably be a deduction if I saw correctly. Again, through the transition into the final corner. Nice on the inside clip and across the line. Looking very decent. The wall is definitely an issue today. I suspect in battles we're going to see it take no prisoners, just straight to death.
Yeah, it's really tough to get around this track if you bonk either in outer zone 1 or outer zone 2. It just messes up your whole line. And because this track is literally all go, no show, man, you're just having to figure out how to adjust throughout the track. It's tough, man.
Yeah, it is not kind to you whatsoever. As hitting our final score on in here. Boom, there it is. Not the best, putting them in 7th place right now. Gonna want to improve on that.
Yes, sir. Definitely has the capabilities to improve on it as well. Big Wang Gang, dude, that beautiful S15 pulling up to the gates, getting ready to go. The lights go off, and he is off through the chicane. That S15 in that gorgeous Urta livery, excuse me, flying through. Great initiation. Oh, a little bit too shallow in outer zone number 1, but he transitions through to outer zone number 2, just scraping the wall. Definite improvement from the last run. Filling out, meets that last third line of the touch and go, flying through the last half of this track. That beautiful yellow livery just flying through this track of Interlagos, and that will be your run number 2.
We are looking really, really good in that second run. Will it be enough for an improvement? I don't know.
I'm sure it will.
We'll see. As we are getting to our final driver of the group after this. So we will take a quick break, everybody, as we get everyone into the next server, as opposed to just boring you with all of our details. As we do have a score in. Yeah, it is an improvement for sure. Good enough for 1 spot, 6th place. Up next, we got Mikhailo Mordvinov in this F-22 Eurofighter. Really strong, man.
Yeah, this
Gotta
car's
warm up.
definitely killer. Gotta warm up the tires, man.
Yeah, come on, dude. As we are getting ready to go here. There we go. Lights out. And the car is squatted up and ascending. What's he got here? Big initiation. Looking very, very confident. Throwing in a huge initiation. Keeping it very consistent through the transition. Looking good on the inside clip. And again, looking beautiful through that final transition. And again, not much to say besides just a clean run for Mikhail Mordvinov.
Yeah, just, man, a strong lap and a very crazy, aggressive looking M4.
Yeah, right?
I can't get over the consistency throughout all these zones as well. These drivers, everybody so far has just been showing up today.
Yeah, everyone really is in it to win it today. In fact, the lowest score today was only a 67, actually. So, not that bad.
No, not at all.
We do have a score here. 585s across the board. Putting them in 5th place.
Yeah, already a strong run number 1, dude. Let's line him up and get him ready for run number 2 here at Interlagos. And this beautiful, aggressive M4, the lights go off, man. Through the chicane, this M4 is just screaming down this straight. Through that 1, 2, 3, and you're off, man. Flying by that outer zone number 1, millimeters away from that wall. Looking very strong here, already more aggressive than run number 1. Flying through that inner clip, maybe a little bit too shallow, but able to fill out that last zone that he passed. Flying through the last half of this track, this M4 is just flying through, man, and that will be your run number 2.
What a run number 2 it is as well, man. Just what a run he's got up his sleeve here. I suspect we will see an improvement. I do, at least. I don't know. So that was our final driver in group number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Again, looking good. Our judges taking a close look at this run. Okay, there we go. Looking at a score. Very, very good. 85, 86, 87. Putting them in 4th place. Not bad at all. And let's take a look at our top 40. All these zeros are just drivers. We put their names in. They haven't done runs yet. No one zeroed out. So right now, top 9. Cameron Mustard sitting on top, tied with Nico Stalia that got deferred to their 2nd battle. Then we got Pavel Gunnin, Mikhail Volmorvanov, and then Mustafa Amin rounding out our top 5. So thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here with group number 2 of qualifying here at ESDA round number 2.
Coverage of the 2023 Esports Drift Association Championship is brought to you by Next Level Racing. Build your ultimate simulation racing experience with Next Level Racing. Esports tested and award-winning. Visit nextlevelracing.com and use code ESDA23 to save $100 on gaming chairs for U.S. customers only. Next Level Racing. Take your drifting to the next level. By Moza Racing. Moza Racing is determined to create innovative and professional sim racing equipment that drivers can depend on for quality and endurance. Go further, go faster with Moza Racing. Want to get your hands on some of the best sim racing equipment on the market? Visit MozaRacing.com today. By 3D Wrap. Looking to upgrade your rig? 3D Wrap has sim racing mods, upgrades, and devices delivered with passion you can only get by being made in Italy. Visit 3dwrap.it for your next sim racing upgrade. And by Vosan, your home for Assetto drifting content. Want the track for today's competition? Looking for the best competition and fun drift content? Find everything drift and more at Vosan. Visit vosan.co to start driving today. Coverage of the 2023 Esports Drift Association Championship is brought to you by Next Level Racing. Build your ultimate simulation racing experience with Next Level Racing. Esports tested and award-winning. Visit nextlevelracing.com and use code ESDA23 to save $100 on gaming chairs for U.S. customers only. Next Level Racing. Take your drifting to the next level. By Moza Racing. Moza Racing is determined to create innovative and professional sim racing equipment that drivers can depend on for quality and endurance. Go further, go faster with Moza Racing. Want to get your hands on some of the best sim racing equipment on the market? Visit MozaRacing.com today. By 3D Wrap. Looking to upgrade your rig? 3D Wrap has sim racing mods, upgrades, and devices delivered with passion you can only get by being made in Italy. Visit 3dwrap.it for your next sim racing upgrade. And by Vosan, your home for Assetto drifting content. Want the track for today's competition? Looking for the best competition and fun drift content? Find everything drift and more at Vosan. Visit vosan.co to start driving today. Coverage of the 2023 Esports Drift Association Championship is brought to you by Next Level Racing. Build your ultimate simulation racing experience with Next Level Racing. Esports tested and award-winning. Visit nextlevelracing.com and use code ESDA23 to save $100 on gaming chairs for U.S. customers only. Next Level Racing. Take your drifting to the next level. By Moza Racing. Moza Racing is determined to create innovative and professional sim racing equipment that drivers can depend on for quality and endurance. Go further, go faster with Moza Racing. Want to get your hands on some of the best sim racing equipment on the market? Visit mozaracing.com today. By 3D Wrap. Looking to upgrade your rig? 3D Wrap has sim racing mods, upgrades, and devices delivered with passion you can only get by being made in Italy. Visit 3dwrap.it for your next sim racing upgrade. And by Vosan, your home for Assetto drifting content. Want the track for today's competition? Looking for the best competition and fun drift content? Find everything drift and more at Vosan. Visit vosan.co to start driving today.
Welcome back, everybody, to ESDA Round 2. We're qualifying here. We got a new group of drivers ready to be judged. I'm sorry, my gosh. In the booth with me, as always, we got Frankie C. Hayden Rigsby's here too. I just didn't have a chance to type it in right before we went live. Our judges today are Doug Armenstead, the man known only as Brady, and Andy, looking really good. Let's just go on in. Let's take a look at how it went so far. Remember, our top 5 right now: Cameron Mustard, Nico Stalia, Pavel Gunin, Mikhail Mordvinov, and Mustafa Amin. And so now up first, we have our current sitting VDS from a whole different game even. Season winner, Vitaly Isaev. You may know him as Kem. He's in an A80 this season. If I know anything about Kem, I'm expecting a full send drive from him as we are getting him ready to go here. Again, there it is. There's my game.
Yeah, no slouch whatsoever. Yeah. Really excited to see what he has to throw at this round number 1, or run number 1.
And here we go, ripping out of the gate here for run number 1. Big initiation, looking very aggressive towards that wall, having to kind of coming out of the zone. I don't know. As here we go again through the transition. Overall looking kind of decent, but might need more angle to really get that score up as we are going through the final corner and across the line. Looking
pretty safe run number one. Just filling out what he needs to fill out, going where he needs to go out. Just want to see a little bit more of, man.
A little bit more of that X Factor.
Mm-hmm.
No, we don't do X Factor here.
Thank God we don't.
I know, right? I don't know if I agree with that. But anyway.
Kind of doesn't.
Yeah, I don't. Anyway, looking good for Kev.
Mm-hmm. Easy peasy in that beautiful IRT livery, dude. The Mark IV Supra just going through Sunday cruise, man. Just making his way around this track with that beautiful hood. Dude, I love the hood exits. We need more.
Oh, I love a good hood exit. I like it when they're really aggressive too and shoot the flames like 30 feet. Like why? No car ever does that. But I guess it's cool.
Man?
Because here we go, getting ready. Take a look at our score here. Not bad out of the gate, putting him in 4th place on an 88. Let's see what he's got up his second.
Yeah, very strong and consistent driver here, and especially on CarX, and looking to show that even on AC, completely different platform, looking to be a very strong competitor here at ESDA for the 2023 season. Lights go off. He's out of the chicane. That Mark IV Super roaring through that initiation, flying through that outer zone number 1, already looking very strong, able to stay millimeters away from that wall of outer zone number 2, filling in that touch and go perfectly, flying through the last half of the track. This is definitely a strong run coming out of Vitali as he finishes your run number 2 here at Interlagos.
As it was a very strong run number 2. Let's see here what we got up our sleeve here.
Man, just check him out going through that outer zone number 2, that initiation millimeters away from that wall, dude.
Yeah, it's really, really crazy. Again, just check that out. Looking super cool, calm, and collected as he tends to be.
Mm-hmm.
The only man I've seen win an internet argument by posting a picture of his own face and saying, "Say it again." Just, you know, some people are just born that way, I guess. Here we go. We got a score up our sleeve here. 84, 83, 84. Boom. Putting him in 4th place still. Up next, we got Artem Trusovic. That's how you say it. That's how I'm going to say it.
Saying it better than I could.
Yeah, right. In this gorgeous R34.
Yeah, this thing is an absolute beast. A very, very well done car as well.
Really, really good. A lot of squat on that thing too.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Out of the gate. Let's see what he has up his sleeve. Gonna throw it into the wall. Looking good. Keeping it out of the wall, but right next to it. Through the transition. Let's see if he can hang that spoiler over that wall. He does. Let's see, he keeps his foot in it. Good, hanging on to angle through that inside clip where we've seen a lot of people have to unwind the car a little bit to keep it on the track as we're going through that final outside clip and looking very, very good. It's not an outside clip, it's an inside clip. What am I on about?
Still, though, like, very good and consistent run here. That R34 is just absolutely moving. This thing is very gripped up and able to stay in angle throughout the track as well.
Very good. So here we go as we're getting our scores to start to come on in here. Again, looking very cool. I like to see, I'm not the biggest R34 fan, but I like to see R34s in drifting comps. I don't know why.
I like to see R34s that aren't like, you know, they aren't pristine looking. I don't know if that comes across wrong, but they look like they're meant for like either racing or drifting, you know, instead of being show cars.
Yeah, I get that. I can agree with that one because we do have a score in here. It's an 82 even, putting them in 9th place. Put it on up next. Run number 2. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve.
Yeah, this beautiful R34 riding up to the line. Lights go down through the chicanes. Engine roaring, flying down that straight here at Interlagos. Good initiation, just able to light up those tires right before outer zone number 1. Flying through, transitioning to outer zone number 2. Millimeters away from that wall, staying in angle as close as possible to the 1, 2, 3 line of that inner clip. Flying through the last half of this track. That R34 is just screaming through this track, and that will be the end of your run number 2.
And looking very, very good. Let's take a look at his runs side by side. Again, just robotic almost.
Super consistent heading through this track.
Solid as getting everybody squared away and ready to go here. Our judges taking a look, making sure they're happy.
Just going through everything with like a little fine-tooth comb, man.
Yeah, right. Looking very, very strong. Putting them in 3rd place. 91.7. Boom. Up next, we got Gregory Andreev in that S15. And here we go. I'm hearing him revving on up, and off he goes. Good sending. We are ripping it on in. Car loading up, fighting it, keeping it out of the wall. Ooh, I shouldn't have said that too early, as we're going through again on the other wall. Looking very, very cool, calm, collected through the final transition. Very, very good. Let's see, inside clip looking perfect. Boom. Across the line he goes.
Yeah, other than having issues with that first wall, like pretty strong run number 1 here.
Looking very, very good for run number 1.
This S15 is hot, man.
Yeah.
I love looking at this thing go around the track.
Oh yeah, it's a very good one, especially big ups on the Yokomo livery. Slowly we will get our score on in here.
Just cruising through this track, man.
Oh yeah, really just hanging out. Again, big shout out to everyone out there in Chatland. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thank you again to all of our sponsors. We love you. If you need any sim gear, check out our lovely sponsors: Next Level Racing, Moza,
Man,
Vosan,
a lot of
3D Wrap.
a lot of interesting stuff on 3D Wrap, man. I was just cruising through, dude.
Yeah, looking good. On an 80, putting them in 11th place.
Yeah, not bad at all for your run number 1 here at Interlagos. Getting ready for his run number 2, this S15. Just itching to go and ready to go, and the lights go down through the chicane, roaring down this straight. Just initiating, just on that rumble strip as well, fighting the wall, going through outer zone number 1. This S15 lighting up his tires as he makes his way through outer zone number 2, passing that inner clip, filling out the zone really well, able to keep a decent amount of angle through as well. Through the last half of this track, roaring through across the finish line, and that will be your run number 2. Yes, a 360 for the boys.
For the culture, dude. Gonna get our run at number 2 score on in here. And looking very, very strong on run number 2, if I do say so myself here.
Yeah, for sure, man. This S15 definitely coming out to break hearts today at Interlagos.
Yeah, man. Turn and burn.
Mm-hmm.
We are gonna get a score in. Happy to see it. Happy to see all of you beautiful faces out in Chatland. Let's see what we got here. Oh, 86, 85, 86. Good enough for 8th place from Gregory Andreev. Up next, Liam Akihiko in this gorgeous A80 Supra. Getting up to the line. Ready to go. I see someone airing out their engine bay in the background.
Making sure to keep the heat under wraps, man.
Yeah, you got to make sure you remember the heat shielding, especially down here in Brazil. Sometimes it gets hot. So we're getting up to the line. Man, that car's so wide. That wide body kit is so aggressive. You don't realize how aggressive it is, too. And here we go. Lights out. Away we go. Liam Akihiko hoping for a good score. Big initiation. There we go. Great angle. A little bit of a bobble, but I don't think it's that big of a deal with how aggressive this run is. Let's see how they do on the inside clip. Having to take a little bit of angle out to get up the hill with any meaningful progress. That got weird at the end there.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looked like he over-rotated, just really messing up his line. Probably going to be quite a heavy deduction. But no worries, that's what run number 2s are for, is shake out the nerves. As the Supra is absolutely gaming, man. Like you said, that wide body is just something else.
So wide.
Yeah. Game it, like crazy good looking livery as well.
Yeah, that livery is awesome. That whole car, it reminds me of like an old, what is it? JP, whatever.
Yeah,
racing one. Yeah.
D1GP.
No, not D1GP. The racing, the grip one.
Oh, the grip
JGTC? No, that's wrong. It's four
something
letters.
TC.
I'm dumb. Someone in chat will correct me. I know. We'll work it out. If I say the wrong thing, I know someone will give me the right answer.
Super
GT. Was it Super? But back in the day.
It was J. Was it JTTC?
Yeah, JGTC. There it is.
Got it.
11th place. Not bad.
Yeah, a nice little 82.
Yeah, there we go. I miss those days. I'm on it today, man.
Those cars are crazy aggressive too. I feel like they were always super low.
They were just crazy, so low, so wide. This car reminds me of those, and I am happy to see it go for run number 2.
Lights are down. Heading through the chicane. The Supra already lighting the tires up through the initiation line, just flying through outer zone number 1, transitioning to outer zone number 2. A little bit late on entry there, but able to losing a little bit of angle. The Supra is struggling a little bit to make it through this track. Able to fix his mistake from run number 1, and that will be the finish of your run number 2.
Not that bad at all for run number 2.
Yeah, struggling a little bit to make it through this track, man.
It's a hard track, man.
It's tough, man. I'm not saying I can do it because I for
I
sure
don't-
can't.
I definitely don't. I'm really good at going backwards off the track when there
Yeah,
are walls
yeah.
to hit.
Yeah, just I'm more of a lawn ornament, you know. I tend to stay in the grass more than anything else, but
I get it. I feel the same way. As we'll get a score on in here from him. And getting our scores on in here. There we go. An improvement by a point. Good enough for 10th place for Liam Akihiko. Up next, Lucas Tzimski. See what he's got up his sleeve. I love an S14.
yeah, same. Especially this one, dude.
Oh yeah, no, this one I love a good cut bumper. It might be heresy, but I'm just gonna be real about it. Love to see it ripping out of the gate. Here we go, looking very good on initiation, having to take a lot of speed out of the car to keep it out of the wall. Very cool, calm, and collected. I keep saying it at the same part of the track every time, too. I don't know what's up with that. As we're getting on in here, a very, very good run out of the gate. Very.
Super solid, man. Just cruising, man.
Yeah, just in it to win it, man. Let's see what our judges have to say for themselves.
Listen. We promise peaceful harmony.
There we go. Number 1 has a score. 88.3. Good enough for 5th place.
Yeah,
I want
man.
to
Not bad
improve
at
on
all.
it, but not that bad. Yeah, right.
I'd be stoked with an 88 on this track.
Be stoked with a 10 on this track.
True. Yep. Lights go off. That S14 squatting through the chicane, just flying down the straight of Interlagos, just floating down, heading his way through the outer zone number 1. Looks like he's struggling a little bit to get the car where he needs to be, but he's situated as he's passing through outer zone number 2, flying through that touch and go number 1. A little bit shallow, but able to fix his issues, going through those zones through the last part of the year. This track here at S14, me tripping over my words, but that'll be the finish of your run number 2.
There you go, man. Sometimes you just have to let the sentence go where it takes you.
Yeah, I need to open up a dictionary, man. Let me look up flying synonyms. We have soaring, you know,
Soaring.
floating. Floating's good.
Floating like a leaf on the wind in run number
Gotcha.
2.
Floating like a. Okay, I'm writing that one down.
I'm working on it, man. You know,
Yeah.
like a maple seed falling in the autumn air.
Oh, maneuvering, man. I need to use that one. I could use that one. If you guys in chat can help us out with really good words, man.
Happy
Oh,
Canada Day! It's Canada Day.
Day, dude.
Happy
yeah.
Canada Day, everybody! As we have a score here. Run number 2, 84, 83, 84. 5th place. Looking good. Up next, we got Maxine Chikowitz.
I'm not even gonna try.
Dude, they're hotboxing all of us.
Hey, bro, we're just trying to pass, man.
No, dude, it's... I'd be pretty stoked if I could walk to work without my eyes burning.
Yeah, I think I'm starting to get after effects even down here, man. My allergies have been killing me.
I hope anyone affected is safe and healthy and well. Really,
Nothing.
wildfires are no joke. And want to talk about a fire. Maxine Chikowitz ripping out of the gate, hoping to start a fire. Let's see here. Great angle. Big commitment from that F-22 Eurofighter. As we're going on through, nice on that inside clip. Big transition, looking great. Again, across the line, nothing to be ashamed about at all for Maxine Chikowitz.
Man, dragging his front wheels into that outer zone.
Yeah, right.
This BMW just cruising, man. He's floating, if you will.
He is flowing through the track like water in a brook. Dude, I'm working on it.
This BMW just gliding through. Excuse me, gliding through. Let me see if I can figure out any more synonyms.
Dude, you're pulling out some good words today, man. Because here we go. An 88, an 88, and 87. Good enough for 7th place right now.
Quite the performance for run number 1. Let's see what he can throw at his run number 2 here at Interlagos. Game and BMW, lights are going down, engine roaring through the chicane. Through that straight, you can just hear this BMW absolutely screech into outer zone number 1. Tires lighting up. Flying through to outer zone number 2. Just staying super consistent as always. Losing it a little bit of angle past that touch and go, but he's able to regain through the last half of this track. Staying super consistent, heading through, and that will be the end of your run number 2.
And looking very strong for Maxine Chikowitz. I don't know how to say it. Maxins? Oh, God. I'm so sorry.
You're better than me. That's why I'm avoiding it. Good job, Max.
You too, with our new World League for ESDA next season. Get on in here and have us butcher how we say your name while trying as hard as we can to get it right. Check all that info out in the ESDA Discord.
As he is controlling his BMW as he circumnavigates this track.
As he goes through and resolves the ideal line. Max Hans. That feels really wrong.
That's it's tough, but one thing that isn't tough is his score, man. Pretty solid.
Not an improvement, but definitely backed him up. So if someone's tied with him, which I think is what happened there, 6th place. Looking good. Up next, we got Zakhar Pavlovsky. I know how to say that one, though. Driving an FRS. One of my favorite chassis of all time. Looking really good. I'm usually pretty anti-Rocket Bunny, but kind of like it on this car. Don't even care.
I'm here for it, you know?
Let's see here as he is off in that squatted out Scion FRS is what I'm saying it is of the 8.6s. Putting it on, burning, falling out of that first outside zone. Unfortunate, but what can you do? Now just turning and burning, head down, gonna finish the run out strong, do everything they can to really make sure that they got something up their sleeve. And there we go, across the line, looking very, very good for Pavlovsky. I added another S to that name by accident, sorry.
Yeah, man, just seeming like he's struggling with the grip levels. Falling out of outer zone number 1, but but he is skating by. Some would say he's floating.
But I can say, though, no, I do not struggle with the Wan Wat Wong Fu with Sin.
Yeah,
I got that one down, man.
Yeah. I'm thankful that you're here, Joe. So.
I practiced that one in the mirror, man.
I'm going to have to spend a whole entire week going through these names.
There you go, 78, 77, 79. Putting him in 15th place. Gonna want to improve on that. Yeah, the thing is, you figure out everyone's name by, like, the last round, so then you get to forget it for next season. It's great.
Yeah, me just being a fan, dude, just kind of staring at the stream. Now I'm in the hot seat, and who else is in the hot seat? Flying through the chicane, screaming through that first straight, just lighting up those tires as he goes through outer zone number 1. Transitioning through inches away from that wall, doing whatever he can to not straighten, and he does so, flying through, looking solid here as he floats through the touch and goes. And that'll be the last half of your track and finishing out your run number 2.
Not bad at all as well for Zakir, our penultimate, I'm using that word again because it's such a useful word, driver. Or
just
our
skate
number
through,
2.
man.
Dude, it's just a good one, man. Yeah, what a run, what a run. I like the squat on this car too, man. I'm pretty here for squat life these days.
Yeah, dude, it's just something about aggressive drifting, dude. Like I said earlier, just love to see it. Full commitment, all out, just balls to the wall, dude.
That's all that we want, man. As we are gonna get a score number 2 in the books. As we do have our score on in here. '84, 85, 84. That's good enough for 11th place right now. And up next, Jan Lozakmir. Going with that.
Jan Laws, dude.
Yeah, Jan.
Jan.
I know how to say Jan, so I'm saying Jan.
Another really clean S14 pulling up to the gate.
That's it. I'd more street style. Like to see it.
Absolutely
Love to see
agree.
it.
Something we have in common, sponsored by Vosan, man.
Oh, look at that. As we are Jan ripping out of the gate. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve. Big angle. Putting on the brakes. Definitely not gonna make the judges yawn. Going through. I've been waiting for that one. Going through that inside clip, straightening out a little bit to keep it on the track. I think that's the common theme that we're seeing from everyone there. And again, through that inside clip and across the line. What a run for Jan. And very good on run number 1.
Yeah, very solid run number 1. Dragging his front tires into outer zone number 1. Looking just good, you know?
Just overall.
It's a really good looking car, dude. I love that livery. No, dude, the last half of this track is really tricky, Ryan. I swear, it's tough, man. It looks easy on the photo, on the track map. Looks super easy, but it's actually kind of difficult to get through. Yeah. You're either, because I think you're kind of going downhill at the end of it too, so you're probably carrying a lot more speed than you think you are.
Oh yeah, the elevation. I'm a big proponent of elevation changes for every kind of track. Such a great.
Same.
It changes so much of how you have to do your line. I love to see it.
Mm-hmm.
And here we go. 76, 75, 77. It's good enough for 16th place right now. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve for run at number 2.
Just doing a burnout right before his run number 2 here at Interlagos. The lights are down. That S14 is just roaring through the chicane, heading through that straight. good initiation, able to waver a little bit, but just trying to get situated in outer zone number 1, bumping the wall into outer zone number 2. This S14 just ready to put down a really good lap, straightening out slightly, but filling out that zone. Transitioning through the last half of this track, this Vosan sponsored S14 flying through, and he's just screaming through the finish line, and that will be the end of your run number 2 here at Interlagos.
Looking very, very good. Jan. Hey, Jan, what's going on?
Definitely not yawning throughout this track, though, and he is just super energetic flying through.
Overall, a very, very cool, calm, and collected run. The 3 C's, dude. That's what the C stands for, Frankie C. Cool, calm, and collected.
Absolutely.
As we have a score. There we go. Not an improvement, unfortunately, putting him in 16th place. Let's take a look at our bracket here. There we go. We have qualified 17 drivers. Everyone else is just zeroed out because we have them in our bracket system. Our top 5: Cameron Mustard, Nico Stalia, Artem Trusovic, Pavel Gunnin, and Lucas Tazimski, looking very, very good. Current lowest qualifier is on a 68.3, Vadim Abramov. So don't go anywhere. We're going to be right on back here at ESDA in Interlagos just in a few minutes. We'll see you soon.
Coverage of the 2023 Esports Drift Association Championship is brought to you by Next Level Racing. Build your ultimate simulation racing experience with Next Level Racing. Esports tested and award-winning. Visit nextlevelracing.com and use code ESDA23 to save $100 on gaming chairs for U.S. customers only. Next Level Racing. Take your drifting to the next level. By Moza Racing. Moza Racing is determined to create innovative and professional sim racing equipment that drivers can depend on for quality and endurance. Go further, go faster with Moza Racing. Want to get your hands on some of the best sim racing equipment on the market? Visit MozaRacing.com today. By 3D Wrap. Looking to upgrade your rig? 3D Wrap has sim racing mods, upgrades, and devices delivered with passion you can only get by being made in Italy. Visit 3dwrap.it for your next sim racing upgrade. And by Vosan, your home for Assetto drifting content. Want the track for today's competition? Looking for the best competition and fun drift content? Find everything drift and more at Vosan. Visit vosan.co to start driving today. Coverage of the 2023 Esports Drift Association Championship is brought to you by Next Level Racing. Build your ultimate simulation racing experience with Next Level Racing. Esports tested and award-winning. Visit nextlevelracing.com and use code ESDA23 to save $100 on gaming chairs for U.S. customers only. Next Level Racing. Take your drifting to the next level. By Moza Racing. Moza Racing is determined to create innovative and professional sim racing equipment that drivers can depend on for quality and endurance. Go further, go faster with Moza Racing. Want to get your hands on some of the best sim racing equipment on the market? Visit MozaRacing.com today. By 3D Wrap. Looking to upgrade your rig? 3D Wrap has sim racing mods, upgrades, and devices delivered with passion you can only get by being made in Italy. Visit 3dwrap.it for your next sim racing upgrade. And by Vosan, your home for Assetto drifting content. Want the track for today's competition? Looking for the best competition and fun drift content? Find everything drift and more at Vosan. Visit vosan.co to start driving today. Coverage of the 2023 Esports Drift Association Championship is brought to you by Next Level Racing. Build your ultimate simulation racing experience with Next Level Racing. Esports tested and award-winning. Visit nextlevelracing.com and use code ESDA23 to save $100 on gaming chairs for U.S. customers only. Next Level Racing. Take your drifting to the next level. By Moza Racing. Moza Racing is determined to create innovative and professional sim racing equipment that drivers can depend on for quality and endurance. Go further, go faster with Moza Racing. Want to get your hands on some of the best sim racing equipment on the market? Visit MozaRacing.com today. By 3D Wrap. Looking to upgrade your rig? 3D Wrap has sim racing mods, upgrades, and devices delivered with passion you can only get by being made in Italy. Visit 3dwrap.it for your next sim racing upgrade. And by Vosan, your home for Assetto drifting content. Want the track for today's competition? Looking for the best competition and fun drift content? Find everything drift and more at Vosan. Visit vosan.co to start driving today.
Hello and welcome back, everybody, to ESDA Round 2. We're here in Interlagos doing some qualifying here. Let's take a look at how we find ourselves again. I want to see Cameron Muster, Nico Salia, Artem Trusovic, Pavel Gunn, and Lucas Szymski rounding out your top 5. We got some more drivers here to go. Let's see what is up our sleeve as our first driver. You may know him as the man with the longest name in the game, Thwanwat Wongfuwison, Thunny the Honey. R35, let's see what he's got up his sleeve here.
The man, the myth,
The
dude.
legend, I know, right? Always a good guy, always super nice. Ripping on up to the line. There we go. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve here for his first battle. Man, does that thing sound pissed off. I'm really here for it. Does that thing have a rotary in it?
I'm not sure.
It sounds angry. Either way, looking great through outside zone number 1. Jeez, that thing's... Oh my god. Going on through that inside clip, looking very decent. Through the final transition again, just abusing that rev limiter. What is this? And across the line. Jeez, dude. I feel bad for that turbo.
Yeah, I have no idea what motor that is, but he's out here, and I was trying to avoid saying it, but he's gaming, man. Look at that initiation.
Yeah, looking good, man. Looking really good.
Really good livery too. I think last round he didn't have it, but yeah, man, he's abusing that.
Gosh. Chat's out there with it, man.
Yeah, dude.
They're on one today, man. So we do have a score for run number 1. Honey the Honey looking real good on 94's first place qualifier so far.
Jeez. Coming out swinging, dude. I love to see it.
Yeah, right. I think we're ready for run number 2.
Dude, I'm ready for run number 2. I want to see him go like 2 or 3 more times, dude, after this. And lights are down. That R35 is screaming through the chicane, heading down that straight, looking to do some kind of improvement somehow. A little bit of wavering on initiation, but flying through that outer zone number 1, staying as deep as possible. That wing just scraping the wall as he's going through, loosening up a little bit of angle as he travels up that hill, but transitioning through, looking very strong nonetheless, super wide, and that will be your run number 2 for Thunny.
Looking really, really good, man. Overall, especially if you come out of the gate swinging with a 94. What else do you do besides just send it, man?
Might as well, man. Nothing to lose here for Thunny as he flies through, dude. Just gliding through this track, floating, man.
Yeah, really, really good. Man, I don't know what that engine is, but I want to know.
I don't know, dude. I don't want to call it a rotary just because it sounds like, you know, sounds like it, to be honest. But gaming either way, dude.
Yeah, really going for it. Again, waiting for that score number 2. Looking very decent overall, though. There we go. We do have a score in. What, 93, 93, 92. Putting us on a 92.7. Very dominant runs from Fuanawat Long Lewison. Is up next. We got Ivan Pleisanen. Beautiful. A80 Supra.
Yeah, man, a lot of Supras showing out today.
Yeah,
this season.
I'm fine with that. I like to see Supras.
Yeah, same.
Last year it was Ferraris. This year's Supras, I guess.
Wait. I mean, I'm here for a drifting Ferrari, too.
They were like, the 599 FXXF whatever GT, you know. Yeah. And here we go. Ivan Pleisanen going on out here. I definitely said that name way wrong. And here we go. Throwing it in to the wall. Settling in nicely again through the transition, looking great, not having to really pull angle out to get up that hill. And there we go through the final transition, keeping it on the track, looking lovely, and across the line for Ivan Pliasnin. There it is. That's how you say it. I had to take a second and breathe.
Yeah, seems like this guy just has smooth operator on repeat as he's making his way through this track. Look at his lines, just cruising through, man. It's a Sunday cruise for him.
I like a good Saturday cruise, dude.
Yeah, Saturday cruise. Probably shooting out fireworks out of like the rear window or whatever, man.
Do they do that in Canada for Canada Day?
I don't know, but they sure do it in Texas, so
that is true. Yeah, fireworks.
We need to make our way to Tim Hortons, dude. I'm excited.
Do you guys just chug maple syrup and play hockey or something? I don't know.
Dude, yeah, we're smooth with it, dude, you know? Just Canada things, man.
Just Canada things. As we're getting a score in for Ivan. Let's see what he's got. 89.7. There we go. 90, 90, 89.
Dude, I haven't had a Molson in forever.
I'll drink a Molson, man. You know,
dude, it's so good, so good.
I don't know if good's the word I would use for Molson. I would drink a Molson happily.
I mean, lights are going down. That Supra is off, man, flying through this straight here in Brazil. Interlagos is the track. Good initiation, lighting up those tires through outer zone number 1 from SMP Racing. We have Ivan making his way through, dude, flying through this track into that touch and go, filling out the zones quite nicely. This Mark IV is just definitely a cruising for a bruising past that touch and go, entering in the last turn, and that will be the finish of your run number 2. Molson Canadian, tolerable.
Tolerable, eh?
Tolerable, eh?
So we're gonna get ready here for run number 2 to get some judgment done to it. Get judged harder than me running out of my middle school dance.
Man, we have Tim Hortons local to me, dude. I'm gonna have to make a run today.
Go get some Timbits.
Yeah.
Reasonable plan.
Yep.
We got a score here. That 85, 86, 85. Putting us at an 85.3. Really good. Putting him in 6th place. Up next, Joachim Hogue in an E30.
Yeah, very aggressive E30 at that, dude. I love seeing this thing go around the track.
Yeah, it is a very cool car, we have to say.
Mm-hmm.
Get him on in and ready to rip. Another Vosan sponsored cars. Shout out Vosan for all your map needs and car pack needs. Check them on out. If you don't know, now you know. There we go. And he is off walking Hogue. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve. Sending it on in big angle, big backy. Let's go.
Yes.
Oh, and he saves it smoothly. What an initiation. Oh my gosh. As here we go. Ripping through that inside clip. This is a good run, I think. I don't care. I don't know if it was good for points. It's points for me. I'm saying that I'm giving him X Factor points. Deal with it.
I mean, drifting is about looking cool, dude. This little E30 looks sick as heck as he's flying through this track. Look at that initiation, dude.
Yeah, it was so nuts. I don't know if it helps scores. I don't care if it helps scores.
I don't care.
It was
I'm
really
here for
cool.
it.
Yeah. He did the cool thing.
Dude, it just gets me stoked, man. More backies, dude.
Always
Who cares about what
backies.
the judges think?
Yeah, right? Just send it.
They don't know anything either way. Just listen to the guys who are yelling in the mic, dude.
Don't let them tell you about scoring and
what is a
line.
Who
I
cares
don't care
about rules?
about that. Yeah, anarchy.
Rules are meant to be broken, Joe. We gotta more backies.
Dude, we got it. More backies. Thank you. Yeah. Get ready to go. We'll see here what our judges think about that one, though. We're gonna think
something about how aggressive drifting and the cars that match the drifting, dude. This little E30 is just flying through.
Yeah, legalize backies. Hashtag normalize backies in competition. 92, 88, 91. Putting him in 6th place on a 90 even. Good for him.
Yeah, dude. Paid off.
Okay,
there we go.
What's going to be better now? Yeah, good score.
Obviously, more angle. That's what we want. And he's lining up, dude, through the chicane. I want to see it one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Great.
Yes! Oh, too much.
No. Oh, Caster's curse. Unfortunate, but we're going to finish out this run. Either way, the little E30 that could flying through this map. Missing all the zones. Who cares?
Yes!
I sure don't. Yeah.
360. Yes!
There we go. That's all that matters, dude. Who cares? Like we said earlier, who cares about what the judges think, dude? All that matters is what we think, man. And he's looking incredible.
The judges, they want you to drive smooth and not do backies. Don't listen to them. They're trying to keep you down, dude.
Looks like he's scoring 69s across the board for his run number 2.
God, I wish, dude. There we go. Zeroed out that second run, doesn't care. Got a 90 and did a 360 during their run. So, like, big soup moment.
Heck yeah.
Anyway, we got Samuel Guns, Alvo Gunnins alternative.
Alternative to what, dude?
Because he's Pavel Gunnin.
Oh,
this is Samuel Guns.
Yeah, he's trying to gun for a better score as he gets ready to get up to the line.
I have to imagine that they hang out with David S. Pumpkins too. It feels feels right. And let's see what we got up his sleeve here.
Oh, I'm traveling.
You gotta reset sometimes, dude. Even James Dean can't time travel.
I mean...
Wall.
Oh.
Let's see what we got. A lot of fans out in the chat.
Yeah, dude. Team Yellow Speed! Exclamation points.
Exclamation points. Let's go. Samuel Guns ripping out of the gate. What's he got up his sleeve? Ooh, kind of not a lot of angle, but getting close to the wall. There we go. Turning and burning. Trying to just get a score in for run number 1. Looking pretty decent there. So we go through the transition. Looking very good on that final transition. Nice and snappy. Tucking the car in nice and close and across the line for Samuel Guns. Run number 1. Came out gunning.
Yep. It's really hard to back up those couple runs by the E30, dude.
Yeah, those were just so popping, man. It was not a bad run at all, though.
Yeah, no, not at all. This S15 just kind of moving and grooving his way through this track of Interlagos, dude.
Yeah, overall looking very decent for run number 1. This is our final European qualifying group. After this, we will be popping over to U.S. servers. Get our few U.S. drivers all squared away, as we do have a score in for Samuel Guns. 90s across the board. Very good, putting him in 7th place for run number 1. 7th place. Not bad at all. Ready for run number 2. Let's see here as he is up on the line and out he goes.
Yes, sir. Through the chicane, this S15 is definitely flying through this track here. Already burning rubber, a little bit of wavering on that initiation. Some heavy left foot braking as he makes his way through outer zone number 1. Looking to fill up that outer zone number 2, though, very nicely, and he does so. Passing by the touch and go, filling out the zones, heading up the hill. It's been such an issue for so many drivers here today, but this S15 really just handling it so well, crossing the finish line, and that will be your run number 2.
As we are going to take a look at those runs side by side. Looking pretty decent overall, man. Ripping on through. And again, sitting on a 90 for run number 1, you can be really aggressive. You can, that full send, no send doesn't matter at that point. Even if you zero out that second run, you're in a pretty good position. So definitely went for it. Let's see if they paid off for Samuel Guns here. We got our scores in. It's an 82.7. It's good enough for 7th place. Up next, Daniel Andrzej representing IRT Alibet. Be a very good run, I have a feeling. Another team where if you see them, you know that there's gonna be something going down.
Yeah, absolutely. This run is about to be very good. This team being around for a hot minute. Team IRT, dude, that S15, no slacker.
Yeah, no slacker at all, and they are off. Here we go. Daniel Andrzej, let's see what he's got up his sleeve here. Big flick initiation. Got the blinkers on too, just for the culture. Coming through the transition. Putting it right up on the wall. Giving it some gas. There we go. And through the transition, looking gorgeous. Again, not much to say besides a clean looking run. So let's take a look at that replay for run number 1 from Daniel Andrzej.
Yeah, man, just super consistent coming out from him as well. Great initiation into the outer zone number 1. Love to see the flashing headlights as well.
Oh yeah.
Just little stuff on cars just make the whole model, man. I just love seeing it.
I do as well. Let's see. Our score will get on in here. Stephen Loxton will be in the next group, I believe. Yeah, this is our final European drivers group, and then we will be moving to, we have 2 US drivers groups. Again, let's take a look at where our scores are right now as our judges are getting a score on in. As slowly we are getting 32 on in. Again, those zeros are not zeroed out drivers. Those are just drivers who have yet to drive. As here we go, we do have a score for Daniel Andrzej for run number 1. Looking pretty decent, an 87.3. Good enough for 12th place. There we go, getting ready for run number 2 from Daniel Andrzej.
Yeah, dude, not bad at all. Oh, and he's through the chicane, flying through that straight from Team IRT. Great initiation, holding on to all that angle for dear life, making his way through outer zone number 1, transitioning to outer zone number 2. This S15 screaming through this track, a little bit shallow on the touch and go, but filling out that third zone right there, clean and nice. Floating through this track, making his way through the last part, crossing the line, and that will be your run number 2.
Not bad at all for run number 2. Daniel Andrzej looking very, very strong.
Absolutely, man. No surprise, but man, just love seeing these guys drive as they make their way through this track of Interlagos.
Yeah, I have nothing but I'm just ear to ear smiles watching these runs, man. And let's take a look at our score. Daniel Andrzej's gonna be pretty happy with this one. 92s across the board, putting him in 4th place. Look at that, man. Good on him. And now following him up, one of his teammates, Danielis Parangauskas is what I'm going with.
Darius P, dude. Let's go.
Darius P, let's go, man. Danielis, not Darius. Why
No,
Darius?
Danielis.
Where did you get
Sorry,
Darius from, dude?
I'm dyslexic,
Dude,
bro. Leave
I'm
me alone.
dyslexic, bro.
I'm blind. There we go.
There, yeah, that's the one you want to yell about. As we
Got him.
are off for Danielis, ripping out of the gates, and here we go. Big angle, putting on the brakes, keeping it out of the wall, looking very good once they get that gas going. Keeping it all on the track. What else is there to do? Big plume of smoke. Again, very committed on the throttle, looking very, very good. And let's see as they go across the line, a good run for Danielis. I'm going to have to ask Cam to pronounce that name for me. It's his teammate.
Just squatting through this track, man. Look at that BMW just light up the tires throughout this track. Looking super solid. Great line as well.
Yeah, looking very, very proud, if you will. We will get a score on in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, that's how you do it. That's how you do a good qualifying run. Come out of the gate swinging, though. But you follow your teammate who just got a 90. You're gonna have to.
You're gonna have to show up, man.
There's gonna be some bragging rights later involved.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. And again, I want to say a big thank you to everyone out there in the chat land for hanging out with us on this gorgeous Saturday. Happy Canada Day.
Yeah, dude, it's Canada Day, bro.
Yeah.
Looks like we did get a score.
We will get it on in here. Boom. 85, 85, 86. Looking up pretty good. 16th place. Not at all. Getting ready for run number 2 here. So,
Yeah, man, and I'm not complaining. I want to see him go again, dude. As this BMW lines up to the line, dude, my bad, and ready to go, man. The lights are going off. This BMW revving through the chicane, heading down the straight. Already lighting up those tires into the passing the initiation line. Look at that plume of smoke as he makes his way through outer zone number 1, scraping by the wall of outer zone number 2. This guy is definitely looking for an improvement on the score. Looks like from that angle a bit of a straighten, though, unfortunate, but who cares as he passes through these inner clips, entering in the last part of the track, and that will be the end of your run number 2.
And a heads up to those looking at the bracket. The bracket just takes whoever the top 32 are in points right now and throws them in. So, yeah, provisional bracket right now.
Yeah.
They should be the same document, though. Not sure. So we're getting our scores on in here for run number 2. Then we got Nafat Nutty up next here. Once we get this score on in. Just wanted to say the name. Got excited. Getting a score on in here. There we go. 82, 81, 80. Putting them in 16th place. And up next, our final driver of the group, Nafat Nutty. Get him up to the line. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve here.
Another aggressive R34 lining up to the gate, dude.
Yeah, really, really good looking. And here we go, an R35 ripping out of the gates. Let's see what we got. Looking very, very good. Full throttle. Man, that Hothead Racer. Man, such a long team name. I'm not remembering all of it. But looking very good. It looks like he's just standing on the brake, though. The car just doesn't look that fast, but man, is he throwing it in everywhere. And again, through that inside clip, across the line. not a bad run at all. Just might be slow.
Yeah. Ugh.
Let's see what he's got up his sleeve here.
I love seeing angry R35s, man.
I like seeing angry drift cars in general. There's just something about it. Like, I love street style drifting too, but there's something about it that just is cool to have, like, full kill mode car.
Yeah, just aggressive in all fronts, man. Especially that livery is sick.
Yeah, right.
Love what they did with it.
Take a look here. 75, 74, 78. Looking good as we got a 23rd place finish on a 76. We are ready for run number 2.
Yeah, line them up at the gate. I wouldn't mind seeing them go around one more time. We have another kill mode R34, dude. These things are so sick to look at, especially making their way here around the track of Interlagos.
Looking good, looking good. Really inside clip. There he is. Again, he's going through.
I can't see it.
You can't see it. It's okay. I'm on the wrong screen. Oh my god, I'm an idiot.
Flying through that inner clip, making his way through the last part of the track. A little bit of an over rotation, but that will be your run number 2.
Did the big dumb. Luckily, I got a replay for run number 1.
There we go.
Oh no, I messed up. That's my one for the day. Yeah, he did 3 barrel rolls and landed it, man. It was crazy.
Crazy. Man pulled off a kickflip, grinded along outer zone number 2.
It was nuts, dude. He even, like, Gary Busey ran out on the track even.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
Is that Tony Hawk or is that an R35? I have no idea, man.
Yeah, I don't even know what happened there.
The good news
really
is
sorry
our
about
judges,
that,
our judges see everything. They're seeing completely something different than what you guys on stream are seeing, so they saw the whole thing.
Yeah, as we do have a score. It's in line with the last one. I was like all ready to go. And there we go, 73, 76. Yeah, what a run right there, 23rd place, as that is our final driver of group number 3, our final EU driver. So we got a few groups left of US drivers coming on in here. But again, our top 5, Long Wan Fuison taken away, first place from Cameron Mustard, Nico Stalia in 3rd, Daniel Andrzej in 4th, and Artem Trusovic in 5th. Looking very, very good. And we will be right on back here after a quick commercial break as we get everyone on in. And thank you again for hanging out with us, everybody, here at ESDA round number 2 at Interlagos. See you in just a few.
Coverage of the 2023 Esports Drift Association Championship is brought to you by Next Level Racing. Build your ultimate simulation racing experience with Next Level Racing. Esports tested and award-winning. Visit nextlevelracing.com and use code ESDA23 to save $100 on gaming chairs for U.S. customers only. Next Level Racing. Take your drifting to the next level. By Moza Racing. Moza Racing is determined to create innovative and professional sim racing equipment that drivers can depend on for quality and endurance. Go further, go faster with Moza Racing. Want to get your hands on some of the best sim racing equipment on the market? Visit MozaRacing.com today. By 3D Wrap. Looking to upgrade your rig? 3D Wrap has sim racing mods, upgrades, and devices delivered with passion you can only get by being made in Italy. Visit 3dwrap.it for your next sim racing upgrade. And by Vosan, your home for Assetto drifting content. Want the track for today's competition? Looking for the best competition and fun drift content? Find everything drift and more at Vosan. Visit vosan.co to start driving today. Coverage of the 2023 Esports Drift Association Championship is brought to you by Next Level Racing. Build your ultimate simulation racing experience with Next Level Racing. Esports tested and award-winning. Visit nextlevelracing.com and use code ESDA23 to save $100 on gaming chairs for U.S. customers only. Next Level Racing. Take your drifting to the next level. By Moza Racing. Moza Racing is determined to create innovative and professional sim racing equipment that drivers can depend on for quality and endurance. Go further, go faster with Moza Racing. Want to get your hands on some of the best sim racing equipment on the market? Visit MozaRacing.com today. By 3D Wrap. Looking to upgrade your rig? 3D Wrap has sim racing mods, upgrades, and devices delivered with passion you can only get by being made in Italy. Visit 3dwrap.it for your next sim racing upgrade. And by Vosan, your home for Assetto drifting content. Want the track for today's competition? Looking for the best competition and fun drift content? Find everything drift and more at Vosan. Visit vosan.co to start driving today. Coverage of the 2023 Esports Drift Association Championship is brought to you by Next Level Racing. Build your ultimate simulation racing experience with Next Level Racing. Esports tested and award-winning. Visit nextlevelracing.com and use code ESDA23 to save $100 on gaming chairs for U.S. customers only. Next Level Racing. Take your drifting to the next level. By Moza Racing. Moza Racing is determined to create innovative and professional sim racing equipment that drivers can depend on for quality and endurance. Go further, go faster with Moza Racing. Want to get your hands on some of the best sim racing equipment on the market? Visit MozaRacing.com today. By 3D Wrap. Looking to upgrade your rig? 3D Wrap has sim racing mods, upgrades, and devices delivered with passion you can only get by being made in Italy. Visit 3dwrap.it for your next sim racing upgrade. And by Vosan, your home for Assetto drifting content. Want the track for today's competition? Looking for the best competition and fun drift content? Find everything drift and more at Vosan. Visit vosan.co to start driving today.
Welcome back, everybody, to ESDA round number 2. Up in the booth with me, we got Frankie C. My name's Joe Puro. Hayden Rigsby's here too. Our judges today are Doug Armiston Brady and Andrew Collins. Looking good. And again, let's take a look at where we are as we're moving over to our U.S. group. So we flew from Daytona. Now we're heading on down to Brazil, Interlagos. Looking very good. One of the iconic Formula One tracks, if you will. Look at this thing, man. Great track overall. Outside zone 1 and 2 are on walls. So far, the walls really have not eaten anybody, but I bet that will change during battles. Let's take a look at how it's gone so far. Looking very good so far. The lowest score is a 68.3, and our highest score is the Wanwat Wangfuisen on a 94. So let's just get on into the fun excitement, as we do have our first driver up on the line, ready to go. Austin Zalewski in this gorgeous black C6 Corvette. We are looking for a game to capture. We have captured the game. Round 1 winner, Austin Zalewski. Let's see here as we are ready for run number 1. And we are off. There we go. There we go. Really doing well as we are throwing it on in. Austin Zalewski throwing it into the wall perfectly and keeping it out of the second wall as well. Just sending it into that inside clip. And let's see, getting up the hill, looking great. And this is the Ford-powered Corvette that is terrible. It's just not good. I don't know, man. We're gonna get a score on in here for Austin Zalewski.
Yeah, pretty strong run. Corvettes this season have really been showing up and showing out this last round, and it's no surprise that this guy is just absolutely flying around this track here at Interlagos. So,
as we are getting a score on in here, looking pretty good. A 92, 92, 91, putting them in 6th place. Not bad. I guess that's how that works. So we are moving on. Here we go.
Really strong run number 1 coming out of this Corvette. Let's see what they have to offer as the lights do go off. This man is shredding through the chicane down the straight here at Interlagos at São Paulo, Brazil, my guy. Flying through into that outer zone number 1. This Corvette absolutely tearing through this track as he screams through outer zone number 2, flying through that touch and go, having to lose a little bit of angle, making his way up the hill. It's been a big struggle for a lot of cars today as he's making his way through the last part of this track. And that will be the end of your run number 1.
2.
Run
number 2.
Sorry. Something about counting, you know?
Yeah, 92 is only good for 6th place right now.
Kind of crazy.
Yeah, a lot of drivers really throwing, really throwing it on in, and here we go. Again, we got someone on the line. I know you got a rotary. You're letting everyone know that you got a rotary. I'm not listening to that anymore. As we're getting on. And you're ready to go. I just put on my headphones, you see, that's the trick. I don't have to listen to that.
Well, easy peasy.
Easy peasy. As let's see here, we do have a score. There you go. 95, 94, 94. Putting them in 1st place. Austin Zalewski taking the lead.
Not bad, man.
Not bad at all. Showing up, showing out. Up next, another driver that could get a 1st place finish. Kawayne Ebanks out here letting everyone know that they have a rotary.
Yeah, this car is definitely one of my favorite to drive around as well. Very set up, or it's set up extremely well. So
yeah, and a huge 2nd plate for Kawayne Ebanks in round number 1. So these two guys were really doing good. Let's see if they can bring it here, as Austin Zalewski brought in a 1st place. So Kawayne Ebanks out here really in it to win it, trying to go and bring that points deficit into play. Really doing amazing. And across the line for run number 1 from Kuwait Ebanks. A very solid run number 1.
Yeah, man, this guy is just so stylish making his way through this track here at Interlagos. Loving to see that thing just squat down as he makes his way through this track, screaming through all the outer zones as well.
Let's see here, Kuwait Ebanks getting a score on the board, that's for sure. That's all I know.
That's what you need, man.
Again, letting everyone know that he's got a rotary. I have a rotary! There we go. '87s and '88s. Not bad at all. Putting them in 14th place. 87.7. Not bad.
Yeah, dude. Not bad at all. Get him lined up. Yeah.
Getting ready for run number 2. Here you go.
And through the line, down the straight, great initiation, dragging front wheels a little bit, but lighting up those tires as he makes his way through this outer zone number 1, transitioning into outer zone number 2, this RX-7, looking absolutely incredible and sounding just as aggressive as the drivers driving it, flying through the last part of this track into that touch and go, crazy amounts of angle, and that will be your run number 2.
There we go. Sorry about that replay. It clipped not ideally. We're getting ready to go here. Getting a score in for Kuwait Ebanks on run number 2.
Yeah, man, really strong runs.
Yeah, overall
coming out of this guy.
Yeah, very, very good. He was second place in round 1, so
yeah, no surprise. I mean,
whoa, crazy how that works. As we do have a score here, number 2, 85, 86, good enough for 12th place. Unfortunately, will be enough to get into the show. Not gonna get first like he wanted. Ryan Plangington up next. Our next competitor. Let's see what we got up our sleeve here from Ryan in this gorgeous S15. This has been a Joe Piro pronunciation moment. Don't worry about my life.
Yeah, definitely nobody noticed the fact that I'm avoiding saying names at the moment, so.
Yeah, no one's... That's one way to do it as we are off and ready to go. Looking very, very good through the initiation. Putting it right up on the wall. Very, very good. And again, through the transition, right up on the wall again. Let's see, good angle through the inside clip, and let's get up this hill. So far, looking to be a very, very solid run for Ryan here. He goes in and across the line. Not a bad run at all.
Yeah, super solid coming out of Ryan as well as he makes his way through this track. Looking great too as well. Lighting up those tires, man. You can tell just the experience is unmatched here at ESDA. A lot of the drivers are just really, really cracked out drivers, man. I love to see all the aggression coming out of everybody as well this season.
Yeah, it was just nuts seeing how much these guys are throwing down here.
Beautiful S15 at that too.
Yeah.
Love to see that kit on more of these S15 cars. Big Wang gang.
Yeah, I'm always here for it, especially on comp cars, man.
Yeah,
I don't care about it anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
And there we go. We do have a score on in here.
Judges are just as stoked on that run as I am.
91s across the board, good enough for 8th place. Look at that, man.
Feels good, man. Let's line them up. I want to see you again for run number 2 here at Interlagos. Really excited. Revving his motor, dude. Lights are going down, flying through the chicane, heading through the straight here. Great initiation, a lot of angle as he heads into outer zone number 1. Definitely going to try and do whatever he can to improve on that 91. Looking very, very stylish as he does it as well. Filling out the zone super well. This S15 absolutely screaming through this track. And looking incredible as he finishes the line, or crosses over the line and finishing out your run number 2.
Yeah, very, very good overall. Yeah, nothing really unfortunate. Yeah, that run was very, very good from Ryan. As he did get a score on in here. The judges immediately knew what they were getting into on that one. 93-92 is a small improvement, putting them in 3rd place. Good runs, good runs.
Can't be mad about it.
Up next, we got William Holloway. Looking good in that FDRX7. We are ready to go here. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve here. This rotary sounds excellent. And that KMR Esports team, let's go. Let's see. Big angle, looking good. Really on that limiter. Just bouncing on off through the transition, right on the wall. Looking great. Ooh, having to take a little bit of angle out through that inside clip into the touch and goes. Maybe a tire drop. I saw some dirt fly. And there we go. Yeah, that car looks really good overall.
Yeah, another strong run coming out of a very incredible driver. Just making his way through the track. Man, I love... oh, gosh, I love this car. Looking super aggressive.
As we're going to see what our judges think the score will be for this. And getting them right up on the line. We are getting a score on in here. 84s across the board for Will. Putting him in 22nd place, which I believe is good enough for the show. Or if not, it's real close.
Definitely going to want to improve it just to stay safe as he gets ready for his run number 2 here at Interlagos.
He's lined up and ready to go. Man, that thing's screaming.
I know, I absolutely love to see it. Love to hear the aggression just roaring out of this RX-7 as he transitions into outer zone number 1. That initiation looking very solid. Going into outer zone number 2, that car just screeching by, practically floating through the uphill part of this track as he rounds about this turn, heading into the downhill section, flying through that inner clip, looking very solid, crossing the line, and that will be your run number 2.
Looking very good. There are a few, we must remember that there are a few drivers that are not qualifying that are left, so let's see here. We're gonna get some scores in on the board. Will it be an improvement? Any improvement's enough to get him in the game, I think, at this point.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, as we do have a score on in, ready to go here. 87, 89, 87. 87.7, putting him in 15th place. Not bad. There we go. As up next, we got Jack Lai and my favorite car on the grid. Man, I think this thing is so cool. Don't know why. It just really hits me in the feels here. I don't care that it's rotary, but it's just so wide.
Something about a nicely set up A90 that just gets me going, man.
Oh, I'm ready for it. Jack Lai, known for an aggressive run. Let's see what lies ahead. Here we go. Ripping out of the gate. Throwing it on in. Big handbrake. Big angle. Looking pretty good. Through the transition again. Staying on it. Having to take out a little angle to get up the hill, but that seems to be everybody. Going on through the inside clip and across the line. Looking decent off the track. Doesn't matter because the track ends before then.
Yeah, a little saved by the track map, but nonetheless, a very strong lap coming out of Jack today as well. Lighting up those tires, man. I love the like second where as soon as they enter in that outer zone, just the tires just light up, man.
Yeah, really, really good. And again, they moved the finish line up from the yellow line to the white line. The drivers' meeting. They just said they liked the line more that way. So
yeah,
okay. And I said okay. Get a score in for Jack Lai here. Old man using paper over here as we're getting ready. Got a score, 83. Here we go, 24th, not locked in yet, but could do enough to improve. And let's see what he has up his sleeve here as we are ready to go for Jack Lai, run number 2.
Yes, sir. Lights are going off. He's making his way through the chicane and ready to fly down this straight. Looking very strong on initiation. Lighting up those tires. This A90 Supra is moving, man. Heading into outer zone number 2. A little bit shallow. Could be a big deduction coming from the judges. Might have to straighten up coming up that hill as well. Rounding about the downhill section, this A90 is just screeching, man. That rotary is angry as he makes his way through the line, finishing up your run number 2.
Let's see what he's got up his sleeve here. We are getting a score on in for Jack Lai, run number 2. There we go. I do not think this will be an improvement. 78s across the board. So 24th, Jack Lai going to be chewing on his fingers. Waiting for that next one. I'd be, man. Up next, cursed car. Ethan Minima in the craziest, most over-the-top car on the grid, in my opinion. The Supra FRS that I think is also rotary. Like, what? We are ready to go here. Ethan Minima. And he is off. Let's see what he has up his sleeve here. Again, big initiation. Kind of losing a lot of speed there, though. Dare I say it, as we're going on through the transition again. Looking very decent now. It's a Ford V8. Okay, because Keenan prints out his notes. We're going through here. Big angle into that final inside clip and across the line. Not a bad run at all, but at first initiation, it just looks like they lost so much speed.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like he struggled on initiation, but other than that, a pretty solid lap. Having to lay on brakes a lot at the beginning, but we're flying through the lap. It's overall pretty solid, you know, just chucking numbers out of board.
Yeah, right. Let's see here. We'll get a score on in for that first run. Yeah, I love everything about the car. Like, the car is honestly pretty cool. It's just something about it just is like it is wrong in God's eyes, I feel.
It's growing on me. And the really funny thing is it's really well done. Like, it's a well put together car. Even the engine looks sick in it too as well, so
here we go. 80 80 82 27th. So we'll need to improve.
I think he had a really good last round too, if I'm not mistaken. So definitely capable driver here at ESDA for your 2023 season. Flying through the chicane, who cares about me tripping over my words? One thing that isn't tripping though is this guy making his way through the track, entering in that outer zone number 1, looking very strong in the outer zone number 2. This thing is just screaming through this track, a little shallow, or at least in my eyes, through that inner clip, making his way through the uphill though, flying right back down. This A whatever 90 BRZ FRS thingy is looking very strong here at Interlagos, and that'll be the finish of your run number 2.
God, it's just terrible.
It's so cursed, but I think I like it. I like it a little.
Is Nico here today? Yes, Nico did qualify. As we'll be taking a look here in just a few drivers at our overall stats as we're getting between groups. We're just trying to get these runs on so we can get top 32 started on time. I know our judges are watching some replays real quick here. We are getting a score on in here for Ethan Minima. There we go. And an improvement.
There we go, man.
25th place. Looking good. Up next, we got John Elgood in that 400Z. Surprisingly, the only 400Z. It's kind of one of those things where, like, I'm kind of surprised we didn't see any of the, like, new 86s either.
Yeah, I will say, after just taking a lap with all the cars, this is definitely one of my favorite driving wise.
And out he goes for run number 1. Big angle. Ooh, and the wall officially, I think, has claimed its first victim. Will that zero out the run, or are they going to be nice and say that it only zeroed out the first corner? But yeah, the run is zeroed out, unfortunately.
Yeah, just going to finish it just to shake off the nerves. This 400Z is a definite capable car. All you have to do is just line it back up, get ready for your run number 2. Just shake off the nerves, man.
I believe that to be our second zeroed run of the day. Only 2 people have zeroed all run.
It's just kind of crazy when you think about it, man.
Yeah. And as it's zeroed out, we'll get them up to the line. We're not even going to bother with the fancy graphic to show you that you got a 0.
Yeah, get them ready, lined up. I definitely want to see this car make their way again around the track. I love this livery too. What a good looking car as he gets ready for his run number 2.
Let's see what he's got up his sleeve here. As our lights are about to come on. Like willing it into existence. There we go.
And he's off, man. This beautiful 400Z makes their way through the chicane, heading down that straight, already lighting up the tires. Great angle, very aggressive as he makes his way through outer zone number 1. Definitely looking to make quite an impression on the judges. Flying up the hill, through a little bit shallow from that touch and go. But who cares as they make their way up the hill, around that little roundabout, and down the hill, and that will be your run number 2.
Not a bad run at all.
Not at all, man. doing his best just to make sure that he can make the judges just forget about run number 1, dude.
Ignore run number 1. Or the man
Yeah.
behind the curtain.
Exactly, dude. Just forget about it. Man, he pulled out his little flashlight, flashed the judges a little bit, made him forget.
I heard if you flash lights in front of Swirly, he will do anything you want.
Yeah.
As we do have ourselves a score here. John Elgood in 87's 17th. I think that's good enough. That is good enough to be in the show. Up next, our final driver of our penultimate group. It's such a useful word, man. Takuma Fujimoto in a new 8.6, like I said. I was like, oh, we don't have one. No, I'm just an idiot. So here we go, and we are ready for Takuma's first run. Let's see what he has up his sleeve. And he is off. There we go, out of the gate. Big flick in, holding, waiting to the last second to get on that gas pedal. That was a very big loss of momentum, so that will not do good things for that score. Could be a little bit closer on that inside clip through the transition. Looking good there. Again, going through that inside clip. Looking good and across the line. Overall, not a bad run.
Yeah, not a bad run at all. Maybe lacking on the execution of initiation, but still though, you know?
Yeah, overall.
Chilling. Oh, goodness. But yeah, just what a good looking car, dude.
I do like it. Big Wang Gang. As let's taking a look, getting our score on in here. As we are getting our score in. Here we go. 84, 83, 85. Enough to put him in 24th place. Not bad at all. We're getting ready for run number 2.
Yeah, definitely looking to improve on that score, but man, what a solid driver, as he's gonna do whatever he can to just impress the judges as he gets ready for his run number 2 here at Interlagos.
Looking great, looking ready, and he is off.
Yeah, through the chicane, that GR86 is ready to just scream through this track. Already burning rubber, heading into outer zone number 1. A little bit of wavering, but who cares, man? Making his way through that zone, looking very solid. Wing is slapping the wall through outer zone number 2. A little bit shallow on the touch and go, but filling out that third zone, flying up the hill around this corner. Dipping through that inner clip number 1, and that will be your run number 2. Inner clip, whatever. My fault.
As here we go. Good for run number 2. We'll take a look at our overall scores after we get this score on in. Be good to go. There we go. We do have a score on in. There we go. Looking good. 90, 91, 89. That's good enough for 10th place overall.
Heck yeah, man.
Heck yeah. There we go. We officially have 32 drivers qualified at this point in time. The cutoff score, anything above a 68.3 will get you into the show right now with 6 drivers left, 5 drivers left. But on top, Austin Zalewski, Tawanwat Wangfu with Sin, Ryan Plangeton, and Cameron Mustard, and Nico Stalia rounding out your top 5, everybody. So we'll be right on back as we get this final group in. Just say Plangeton. I'm trying so hard, dude.
Plangeton.
Oh my god, it's hard when you only have 3 brain cells. Anyway, we'll catch you all soon right here at ESDA round number 2. See you soon.
Coverage of the 2023 Esports Drift Association Championship is brought to you by Next Level Racing. Build your ultimate simulation racing experience with Next Level Racing. Esports tested and award-winning. Visit nextlevelracing.com and use code ESDA23 to save $100 on gaming chairs for U.S. customers only. Next Level Racing. Take your drifting to the next level. By Moza Racing. Moza Racing is determined to create innovative and professional sim racing equipment that drivers can depend on for quality and endurance. Go further, go faster with Moza Racing. Want to get your hands on some of the best sim racing equipment on the market? Visit MozaRacing.com today. By 3D Wrap. Looking to upgrade your rig? 3D Wrap has sim racing mods, upgrades, and devices delivered with passion you can only get by being made in Italy. Visit 3dwrap.it for your next sim racing upgrade. And by Vosan, your home for Assetto drifting content. Want the track for today's competition? Looking for the best competition and fun drift content? Find everything drift and more at Vosan. Visit vosan.co to start driving today. Coverage of the 2023 Esports Drift Association Championship is brought to you by Next Level Racing. Build your ultimate simulation racing experience with Next Level Racing. Esports tested and award-winning. Visit nextlevelracing.com and use code ESDA23 to save $100 on gaming chairs for U.S. customers only. Next Level Racing. Take your drifting to the next level. By Moza Racing. Moza Racing is determined to create innovative and professional sim racing equipment that drivers can depend on for quality and endurance. Go further, go faster with Moza Racing. Want to get your hands on some of the best sim racing equipment on the market? Visit MozaRacing.com today. By 3D Wrap. Looking to upgrade your rig? 3D Wrap has sim racing mods, upgrades, and devices delivered with passion you can only get by being made in Italy. Visit 3dwrap.it for your next sim racing upgrade. And by Vosan, your home for Assetto drifting content. Want the track for today's competition? Looking for the best competition and fun drift content? Find everything drift and more at Vosan. Visit vosan.co to start driving today. Coverage of the 2023 Esports Drift Association Championship is brought to you by Next Level Racing. Build your ultimate simulation racing experience with Next Level Racing. Esports tested and award-winning. Visit nextlevelracing.com and use code ESDA23 to save $100 on gaming chairs for U.S. customers only. Next Level Racing. Take your drifting to the next level. By Moza Racing. Moza Racing is determined to create innovative and professional sim racing equipment that drivers can depend on for quality and endurance. Go further, go faster with Moza Racing. Want to get your hands on some of the best sim racing equipment on the market? Visit MozaRacing.com today. By 3D Wrap. Looking to upgrade your rig? 3D Wrap has sim racing mods, upgrades, and devices delivered with passion you can only get by being made in Italy. Visit 3dwrap.it for your next sim racing upgrade. And by Vosan, your home for Assetto drifting content. Want the track for today's competition? Looking for the best competition and fun drift content? Find everything drift and more at Vosan. Visit vosan.co to start driving today.
Welcome back, everybody. ESDA round 2. We're in our final qualifying group. Oh my gosh. And here we go. Let's take a look at where we are at. Austin Zalewski, Austin Zalewski leading out the pack with a 94.3, and right now the cutoff is a 68.3. So we got some drivers who are looking to upset this order. Let's take a look at who is up next, man.
Yeah, dude.
One of my
Ready to
favorite
see
looking
him.
cars on the track. Kevin Ryan now. Oh my gosh. Look at that car, man. He is getting up to the line and ready to go, dude. I'm ready to go too. We're looking for a game. We'll find the game, don't worry. We're looking for it. Hey, we found it, dude. Nice.
There it is.
There we go. Really gaming on it as we are getting in and ready to go. Instead of saying I say gaming, I guess. Anyway, and we're off. Looking good. Kevin Ryan now in this gorgeous FDRX7 with a Veilside kit. And it's so obnoxious you don't even notice it's a Veilside kit, really. I love it. As we're going right up onto the wall. I love this thing so much. And a pretty good run, but taking angle out in the middle. Oh, gosh. And there we go. Looking good on the inside clip and across the line. Kevin Ryan now looking good as we only have him and 4 other drivers. There are 5 drivers left, so let's see what they can do.
Man, what a cool car.
It really is just gorgeous. That color I'm a sucker for. Like, I don't care.
Absolutely.
Make your rims that color, make anything that color. I'm happy with it, man. I will support it to the end of the earth. Especially with the little flag going, man. That's cool. As here we go, getting a score on in here. 84, 86, 84. Putting him in 23rd place. So he is safe and in the show. And now just looking to improve upon it.
Yeah, man, I wouldn't mind seeing this thing go around the track one more time, so let's line them up. Lights going down, that rotary is roaring. That RX-7 flying through here. What a beautiful Veilside kit. It's kind of nice not seeing an orange Veilside kit. Oh, struggling in initiation. Oh, unfortunate, but who cares, because he made it in the show for his first run, so that's all that matters. Let's get the next driver up to the gate.
Such a shame for Kevin Ryan now. And zeroing it out. Unfortunate, but 23rd is enough. And up next, we got Bruno Miranda in this gorgeous Eurofighter. I love this purple on this car, man.
Same, man.
Big soup moment last time. We're getting ready. But let's see here in a gorgeous purple E92 Eurofighter. One of my favorite drift cars. I'm very partial to them. I think they're just so nice. The bee's knees, if you will.
Yeah.
And here we go. Let's see. The lights are communicating. There he goes, and he is off, ripping out of the gate. Let's see what he has up his sleeve here with a big initiation. Does he keep it out of the wall? Yes, he does, but I fear that that also means that he is keeping it out of that first outside zone. There we go. Through that inside clip, looking very decent, not super shaky at all. Keeping it on the track through that final transition, looking very confident through, and there we go. Looking good. Run one for Bruno Miranda.
Yeah, dude, super solid run coming from Bruno. Looks like he's just loving that car this season as he's trying to get his best to get settled in. Maybe struggling a little bit with the grip. Overall, you know, just throwing points at the board.
Yeah, we will see. Our judge is getting a score on in for us. There we go. We do have a score. Looking good. There we go. 75, 74, 77. Putting him outside, looking in, needing to improve. Let's see if he can improve on that 75.3. Only Brazilian at the Brazilian track. Let's see what we got.
And the lights are going down. Bruno just revving out that BMW, flying through the chicane. Getting ready for your run number 2 here at Interlagos. Only a few drivers left. Good initiation, just lighting up those tires as he flies through outer zone number 1. Kind of falling out of the zone a little bit early. And about the same for outer zone number 2 as he makes his way up the hill. Some wavering, but flying through all the zones. Going around this turn, this BMW, this gorgeous BMW. Absolutely love seeing that purple crossing the line here, and that will be the end of your run number 2.
Yeah, not that bad at all. I think it will be an improvement. I have to hope so for his sake.
Yeah, dude.
I want everyone to be in the top 32. Come on.
Yeah, dude. Viva Brazil, man. I love all the Brazil drifters, dude. Especially on the car side of things as well. These guys are sick.
Crazy. And there we go. We do have a score.
There we go.
Will it be enough? 78, 75, a 78, a 77. It is an improvement. 31st place. Now he's going to pray that everyone else zeroes out next to him.
Goodness.
Oh my gosh. Right on in there. But up next, we got Marco Almeida. Looking good. Let's see, we are ready. Let's go, Marco.
Yeah, dude. Good luck, Marco.
Luck, Marco.
And just going straight for the camera there.
Yeah, dude, don't run me over, bro. We're hanging out. We are ready. Marco Almeida. Run number 1, this gorgeous E46. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve here. We're waiting for some lights. We'll be good to go. There they go. Lights on. And he is off. Let's see what he's got here. What's he got for Interlagos? As they are ripping. Big initiation. Almeida. I'll try it. There we go. I like that everyone's helping me out now. We're going on the wall. Looking very, very good. Through the final transition. Right up on the line and across the line. Looking very, very good for Marco. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve here. Yeah, getting there. We are getting near our last few drivers here for qualifying. We're waiting for that last little score action. There we go, looking good. 79.7, 31st place. Uh-oh. Oh, they're fighting now. Let's see
no,
what he's got
dude.
up his sleeve. Run number 2, can he do better? He's already gotten our last drivers in 32nd now. What's he got up his sleeve?
The drama, man. The intensity. He's out the gate through the chicane. This lovely E46 making his way, just squatting through the initiation, trying to just figure out the car as he makes his way through outer zone number 1, transitioning into outer zone number 2, bonking the wall, at least from my end or from what I saw. Either way, flying by that inner clip. Up the hill, around the turn, this little E46 goes, some wavering here and there, but he's going to finish out your run number 2 here at Interlagos.
Looking very good.
Very good indeed.
Very, very good.
Very, very, very.
Wow, crazy. And let's see here. Hoping to improve on that first run, but will he? We are getting a score on in here. Fortunately, is not improvement. So 31st place. There are 2 drivers left.
Ooh.
Oh no, Marco. But up next, we got Roshandy Andrea into that KMR rotary, an RX-8. Love the RX-8.
Love seeing a nice little RX-8 up at the line, man.
They make me so happy, dude.
Yeah.
As we are ready to go here. And he is off. Roshandy Andrea ripping. Big initiation, huge angle, having to take a little bit out, but keeps it out of the wall. So far, so good. And then we go right on to that second wall, looking great through this final transition. How snappy will it be? The answer is very. He's ripping through. Oh my gosh, great run from Roshandy Andrea for run number 1.
Holy. Man, look at all the angle on that car. This RX-8 is definitely showing up, dude.
Yeah, that is definitely true.
Look,
Run from Roshandy Andrea coming out of the gates swinging, taking over that car from William Holloway last year, and it seems like that team has really worked out their RX-7s, RX-8s. Yes, we are gonna get a score on in here.
man, what an aggressive entry, too.
Yeah, right.
Dude's looking very strong here at Interlagos.
Let's get a score out. 83s, 85. It's good enough for 26th place. So, uh-oh. Someone got bumped. But we're getting ready for Roshandy's second run here. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve. Will he improve? He's in the show. How high up will he get? Let's see.
Let's just go for like a 100 score. From your run number 2, this RX-8 is moving, man, through the chicanes. Good initiation of flames out the hood, man. This guy's flying through outer zone number 1 as he transitions into outer zone number 2. A little bit shallow, but maybe not, who knows. Flying by that touch and go up the hill. This RX-8 that could, flying around this turn. What a lovely livery as well. As he finishes up, look at this angle. He looks like he's almost about to wash out.
Yeah, no, he's there. He felt good about that run. Tell you
Goodness.
what. Yeah, goodness.
Hey, dude, it spawns FPV, dude.
Who you can catch in the top 32, which will be starting 15 minutes after qualifying ends.
Cannot wait.
Yeah, come hang out with us. We're just going to get her going as we're getting our scores on in here. Here we go. We do have a score. Will it be an improvement? It is an 85 even, putting him in 23rd place. Looking good. And up next, our final driver of the day, Roy Munoz in that A80 Supra. What's he got up his sleeve? Warming up those tires, putting on a show for everybody. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve here. I like the wing on this car. I like the livery on this car. I like everything about it. So let's see what he's got up his sleeve here. As lights out and we are off. Looking very, very good. Putting the pedal to the metal. Ready. Again, through the transition. Looking great. Roy really just killing it, man. Lots of transition snappiness through this final inside clip and across the line. Looking good from Roy.
Yeah, super solid run coming from this Mark IV Supra.
Looking very, very good as our judges are taking a close look at this run, making sure that everyone's getting a score from top to bottom. There we do have a score from Roy. 89s across the board. Puts him in 13th place. Looking good. Only now he knows he's in the 32.
Knocking out that other driver.
Looking good. And here we go. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve here.
Yeah, hopefully an improvement as he leaves the chicane, dude. This Supra roaring down this straight, already burning, smoke flying through that outer zone number 1. This beautiful blue on that Mark IV Supra, transitioning into outer zone number 2. Man, wall to wall, looking very solid, passing through that inner clip up the hill. This guy looking for an improvement, and probably, in my opinion, definitely will be as he flies through the last part of this track, crossing the line, and that will be your run number 2.
Looking very good is Roy Munoz capping off our battles here. Very pretty car.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here as we are going to get that score on in here for Roy. There we go. We do have a score in. Looking good overall. Puts him in 9th place. Jeez, Roy, looking good. Let's take a look at our top 40. Here we go. The cutoff was basically an 80. Look at that. Marco getting bumped. Bruno getting bumped. Austin Zalewski taking the lead. But let's take a look at how our bracket has worked out now. Out, man. Looking good, everybody. So we're going to take a short little break here. And then we're going to be right on back here for the top 32 on this channel in 15 minutes. So don't go anywhere. We'll catch you right back here at ESDA round number 2 here at Interlagos.